versus the Henchman, as we have previously played earlier this month. And I'm pretty amped for these games. Joining me this evening is going to be Tara, known as Gobs, and Tolgoth, known as Aiden Klein. How's it, guys?
It is awesome, man. It's great to be back, Nick. Thanks for having me.
Hello.
Awesome to have you back. Hey, Tara, how's it going?
Right. I'm going to be taking the place of Peter today.
You are?
Yeah. I'm going to be a dick.
Well, I did message him a little bit earlier. I hope he's going to be able to join us, but he hasn't said a word to me so far. He's just messaged me.
Nick, do you have a list of the maps that they will be playing? Because as far as
I do have a list of maps for you. Just something I'll tell you now. It's
Sure.
It is Hidden Fortress, Purgatory, Grim Dungeons, Deep Inside, and Dreadful Place. So, again, the reason we chose these maps is purely based on the double power-up, because it's something so fun to watch in a TDM, and because it's just pure domination if one of the players can get stacked enough to get double power-up run. So that's always fun to watch.
Indeed it is. I'm looking forward to these matches, especially for some of the maps that we never saw previously. Should be quite interesting.
Yeah, last time we saw, well, we did see a few of the maps. I mean, not as many as I really hope. I don't think we saw any Dreadful Place, which is quite honestly a really fun map to play. I know that we played it a couple of times, well, the community in general has played it a couple of times because of the CA rotation. So it's been in CA rotation a few times already, and it's not something that most players can say they haven't had the opportunity to play so far. So I'm expecting some pretty good strategies from teams or players that are as experienced as these to appear this evening on the maps. Yeah, your thoughts?
Well, myself, I'm actually looking forward to Purgatory. That's one that I mainly know from CA, but yeah, I haven't seen a single TDM match on it before, so I actually don't even know.
A match on Purgatory.
No, I don't even know if it's dual power-ups or one power-up, so that is my aim tonight, to see an awesome match on there.
Sorry, man, I just had to make a quick phone call.
No, all good, all good. Will we be joined by the infamous Senshi?
I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like he's coming.
Crap.
Tara, you're gonna have to take over for him. I'm a nice guy.
I don't think I have the attitude to do it, to be quite honest.
Yeah, he also has a endless supply of knowledge. Yeah, well, if it comes down to trolling, you are definitely the next one in line then, Tara.
Okay, so I'm just looking at who we have in the server at the moment. Almost all the players are here. We're just waiting for Static.
Yeah, T-Bone won't be able to make it for Silk Mana because he can't play tonight.
Can't play this evening.
So we're missing T-Bone on their side, and on the other side, who are we missing on the other side?
It would be Tyler.
Oh right, Brad, of course. Oh, it's Brad.
Well, we know where he is. He's just playing Diablo.
Oh, there we go. He decided Diablo was more important.
He's a traitor.
He is a traitor. But anyway, guys, back to some actual NAV TV work. For those of you who haven't heard or been following NAV TV's Facebook page, NAV TV is, or just recently got news that we have been selected to be one of the streamers for DreamHack Dota 2. We'll be doing it in Afrikaans, so we're starting with a rather small community and a niche, and it's exactly why DreamHack has offered the partnership to allow us to grow the Afrikaans viewer base and get more members of the Afrikaans community in general more active and involved. So a big
It's
well
done
done
already, by the way.
a big well done to the Dota 2 guys from NAV TV for making that happen. And then as well, we just recently been selected to been selected by Twitch for transcoding partnership. So really excited about that. You're going to see some quality options appearing in NAV TV on the NAV TV stream channel. So keep an eye for that, and that's always something that, I know that's something that a lot of you guys have asked for in the past. And as I did mention, we are trying to make things happen for you guys. So we've finally bribed Twitch to take us a little bit more seriously, and it looks like things are paying off. I'm quite amped about that. That's pretty exciting.
It's very good news to hear
Damn
that.
straight it is. Sorry.
So yeah, guys, that's the news for now. But as I did mention, ladies and gents, you are joining us for some TDM action this evening. It's NAV TV, the TDM Invitational. We've had the reason for the series was, or the reason for the actual Invitational, purely because we're trying to get the community more involved in TDM. TDM is such a fun mode. It's a team-based mode in Quake, as the name explains itself. But it's a team-based mode in Quake, and it's all about team play. It's working together with your fellow players. It's managing. Sorry, just give me one, guys.
Looks like they're almost ready to get going there.
So the players just have let me know they are ready to go live. So it's actually just us all waiting for. But as I did mention, ladies and gents, please go and take a look at NAV TV's Facebook page. Give them a like. Some awesome things coming. And thank you again for joining us for this evening's TDM Invitational Grand Finals. Christopher obviously kindly offering up the 1,000 Rand cash prize for the winners here this evening. We are going to be seeing Stockmanner versus Henchman. So Aiden, before we go live, you just want to take us through the teams?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. I actually cannot.
Before you continue, ladies and gents, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, this is what Tolgrath actually sounds like when his connection's not being a complete spastic. So, welcome for the first time. I hope those of you that can actually, or those of you who have joined us, can actually hear him and his connection doesn't spaz out now.
Yes, this is me. This is who I am, and this is what I sound like. But let me just go through the teams quickly. For the Stalk Manor, we have Phantom, Spartacus 92, Porridge, and Static Yo. I don't know how you say his name. But for the Henchmen, we have Void, Curious, Denix, and Disruptor. I see Disruptor's been a little bit of a rebel with the blue D, but yeah. Otherwise, those are the teams. I'm hoping to see some.
The blue D. You should see a doctor about that.
Yes, he should. Let's not get into that though.
For those of you that are watching this evening, Disruptor is now alternatively known as D-Raptor. That's his swag name. So we will henceforth be naming him D-Raptor for this evening. Okay, so I'm going to let the players know we're ready to go live.
If I recall, Nick, you were saying we should be watching Porridge. Do you think he's a player that's going to be doing very well during these matches, or?
I do actually, yes. Like I did mention or for the last event, Porridge and Static work particularly well together, purely because of the length of their history together as a gaming team or Quake team. And I just think Porridge is one of those players that when he knows there's a TDM coming, that well, hopefully he'll prepare for it. So I'm expecting to see some really cool things. Last time we did see Denix play an amazing couple of games. Some really awesome stuff. So again, there's another player I'm looking forward to seeing. And then obviously we've got Phantom, Spartacus, as you did mention, Void, Curious. Well, I don't. If anyone joined us for the last event, remember how well Curious played. He was phenomenal on Hidden Fortress, so I'm quite keen on seeing that. But yeah, there's you know what? There's so many players I'm looking forward to watching this evening. I'm really grateful that the guys took the time out to join us and actually made the event. So yeah,
Should definitely be something magnificent to watch here tonight with the players of. Sorry, I'm just choking a little bit. Yes, I'm just choking a little bit. Yeah, as I was saying, players of this caliber playing TDM now, they've had 2 weeks to prepare as well as a team. So I'm hoping we're going to see a lot more strats come out. A lot more of a higher quality game, more higher quality games than we did last week.
yeah, definitely.
If they chose to use mud.
Yes.
Well, that again is another thing. So expectations, guys. What do you think is going to happen this evening? What are we going to see?
Well, originally I was going to say Tyler's going to beat them all down with a battered old stick, but seeing as he has now traded us for a second-hand game of Diablo 3, I'm...
Second-hand game.
Or like a, Quake's first, Diablo 3 second. It's just how it is.
I'll let you know. I happen to beg Reaper.
Your jelly is coming out with you.
But no, I'm really looking forward to seeing some of these players. Phantom obviously is a community favorite, so I really want to see him step up and really show what he's made of. We already know he's... Yeah, so we already know he's really good at duel. He's like the best in South Africa, I think, at the moment. He went over to DreamHack recently with Detrony.
Yep.
But now I want to see if he is just as good as in a team-based mode. That is what I want to see.
Well, you
I'm
guys.
sure-
Sorry.
I'm
Can I say something quick? Well, you guys might see Detrony appear in the next TDM Invitational if you decide to have another one.
So our stream host this evening has just told us Detrony is going to be appearing for our next invitational, but we are going live here on Hidden Fortress. I am following Porridge at the moment. He's just picked up Plasma. He's going to be doing some solid Plasma damage on Void, managing to take down Void, picking up the first frag of the game there. So they should just be looking to push into the yellow area. As you can see, Porridge doing some fantastic plasma damage there. He's going to move around to the red, hopefully try and secure this, and then move back towards that quad area. So for those of you that don't know, quad or the first quad always spawns in the last 30 seconds of some amazing, absolutely devastating plasma work there by Porridge. He's really putting this weapon to good use. I see he's just dropping it there right now. Sorry, as I was saying, quad does spawn in the last 30 seconds of the first minute. So we see Bookman just laying some terrific defensive damage there, but Phoenix just sneaking through, not looking really healthy at the moment. Aiden, what should he be doing at the moment?
Well, if he can, he needs to get some health and armor. If this Mega was up, that would have been perfect. He could have just charged through, got the Mega, and ripped the other team a new one, which he is actually doing at the moment. He was on 35 health. He's now taken out 3 players, purely because he snuck up behind the other team. And they didn't even know he was there until they died. So I feel that's already an excellent quad to start the games off with. Although he did just kill his teammate, but it's par for the course.
I definitely agree. So we're just back on Porridge's now. He's just picked up Rocket Launcher, but he's looking really low right now. He should really be looking to drop this weapon for a player like Phantom. Phantom's just picked up Rail as well, so he's looking pretty good at the moment. Got the weaponry to do some damage, but Porridge is just going to get taken out by Phoenix's obliterating plasma. They're absolutely dominating there. Phoenix has taken a Rail. It's going to move back towards his team there and hold this yellow area. This Raptor just spamming in front of them there, trying to get a weapon. Phoenix just happily obliging, dropping his plasma. So Void seems to be spreading the love as well tonight.
Void Avoid the water boy.
It looks like the henchmen are pretty keen on taking this yellow area. It is a rather strategic area of Hidden Fortress. And we see Deenix just spamming from the bottom there into that center area. So yellow's just come up. I think Disruptor is obviously going to be their quad runner for henchmen this evening. So Disruptor is going to be looking to stack up, possibly pick up the yellow while he's in that area. We're still with Deenix at the moment, so...
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt there, but Disruptor actually just picked up the Mega as well, which gave him that whole extra health. He has... I think he wasn't meant to be the quad runner, but more the destroyer of everyone else. If, send one really stacked guy in to clear out the enemy base and then get quad.
I've just been on Disruptor's POV from his quad pickup, and he's had a really unfortunate series of events. Just dropping all of his weapons and then forced it back right into quad on 23 HP. But he's able to survive, obviously picking up the weapons that he had just dropped the Curious. And he's managed to live out the length of his quad, so it's really well done. Some solid play there from Disruptor. He's going to get rewarded with the yellow armor. And he's going to probably look to push back with the rest of his team and sort of disperse the weaponry that he has if he plays this out carefully. So, yeah, it's been some pretty interesting play so far. We've seen henchmen really push to keep this yellow LG side of the map. It's a really solid tactic from any team. It gives you perfect positioning on a power item on this map, which is definitely LG. And then some armor to allow you to make those pushes and those attacks for key areas on the map. One of those areas, as we did see in the last couple of seconds, was the quad. So we're going to have quad up again in about 45 or so seconds. And I don't know if anyone on Henchman's team knows that the red is going to be up in about a second. So
I just want to interject there, sorry. You were talking about this LG room. It's perfect room for the yellow, for power item like the OG. There's also the Mega directly underneath them. So that also gives them a very good handle on the Mega. And they can keep control of that as well. So that gives them an extra item as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I love how apologetic Aiden is every time he speaks.
I know, it's amazing. He's not allowed to speak, actually.
I told you, I'm a nice guy.
You ask for permission to breathe as well.
We actually just saw a quad damage, a quad carrier who lasted, a couple of seconds there, not even? I just saw gauntlets going everywhere there.
So I'm on Void's POV at the moment, and he's just sneaking around, just jumping up and down in front of rocket launcher, kind of trying to spread the love there. Almost landing a fantastic rocket. Just going to go down to some fancy footwork there by Phantom. Phantom, as you did mention, being the community favorite, he's going to be showing some solid damage output this evening. And if I just take a look at the damage so far tonight, as I did say, Phantom's pushing 2.4k damage within the first 5 minutes of this match. So really playing well this evening. He's currently got 14 kills plus 2 net. Yeah, what more can I say? Boy, just looking to lay down some nades there, but unfortunately getting down to the rather accurate entry.
Just about Phantom there, he's got a 60% accuracy for rockets and 63 for rails, so he is really living up to his name tonight. So we have quad spawning in the next almost 10 seconds. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's actually stacked enough to get a good run on it.
Some fantastic rocket work there by Phantom.
Oh. We have Spartacus, who's just over 100 health at the moment, who looks like he's going to be the quad carrier.
Spartacus has just picked up quad. He's in the center area right now, only has shotgun, and he's taking a tremendous amount of splash damage. He's really lost all of his HP, and he's not going to be able to do much. Just going to go down there to some solid shotgun work by DNX. I don't know what DNX was stacked up to in terms of HP and armor before that encounter, but it left him really low, and that was some solid shotgun from Spartacus with quad. So I could only assume that DNX was the fortunate bearer of a red armor before that incident.
That is more than likely, yes. Well, now he no longer has any health, but...
So we've seen Porridge just use a plasma gun this evening fantastically, and oddly enough, it's a weapon that's not really used too often online, or especially in our community at least. Just because of the delay with between the energy or between the cells actually landing, or you shooting and it actually being ejected. It's one of those weapons that requires some patience to master, and it is oddly enough the highest DPS weapon in this game per second. So yeah, we've seen, as I mentioned, Porridge using it fantastically this evening, really putting it solid, or making solid use of it. I'm currently looking at Disruptor. He's just got Algae right now. He's got 50 cells of plasma. Just picked up that kill on static with the sneak Algae. He should really looking to be saving that Algae, because Quad is up in about, he's just stacked up again. So Quad is up in about 20 seconds, and this is not really looking as healthy or as comfortable as he prefers to be around this time. We can still see Disruptor pushing through on the Disruptor pushing through to the Quad area now. He's going to be challenged here by Static, but he's going to be pushed away at the same time. Phoenix popping in to help this, and Disruptor just picking up 2 kills there in quick succession. Unfortunately, going down there to some solid shotgun work there by Porridge. So another really quick quad there. Henchmen showing that they can take defensive control of an area, but unfortunately, Chris was just not able to keep that stack up during that encounter. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have seen a much longer quad run from him. I'm just watching Static at the moment. I don't know if he's got red armor timing, but he's hanging around this area, and I'm assuming it's either to set up a trap on this passage to his right, or he knows that red armor's. Oh, it seems Porridge has picked up red, so Static just missing out on that. He's going to be hanging around for rail right now. This is, of course, the only location for rail spawn on this map, ammo included. It's hidden fortresses like that.
If Static had to just hold on there for a few more seconds, he would have got the raid and then the timing on the raid. That would have given his team a huge advantage, especially when it comes to the to the quad.
Well, they do still have timing on that red armor because Porridge did pick it up. Luckily it's not completely lost, but Static just choosing to foolishly jump in head first right there. I don't know if he actually saw Void waiting there, but took a face rocket that was stunningly placed by Void. Absolute damage. But I'm just on Curious's POV. He's going to get taken up by a solid rocket by Spartacus. Spartacus is going to get rewarded with the red armor. Finding 2 players, managed to pick up the kill here on DNX, and he's just hanging around, or just going through the teller. He's going to push back through the quad area. Just choosing to rocket jump on Disruptor, effectively clearing out the quad area while in time, but...
before you get into the squadron, I just want to point out, Curious, you were mentioning him, he picked up the Mega, he picked up a yellow, he had absolutely no weapons, and he was obviously making his way to the quad, and he just got taken out. I don't know if that was poor, team discussion or conversation going on there that's, okay, you get the quad, you get the Mega and stuff, make it to the quad, but they didn't lay down any protection for him to get there with his full stack. He had 200 health, 50 armor, and he could do nothing with it.
Yeah, that is right, unfortunate. I don't really know if henchmen are using TS systeming because I've only seen Stockminer on our nav TS.
They're probably using the NDC server.
Oh, NDC have their own server?
Well, not their own server, it's on Slackers or something.
Ah.
You'd have to speak to D-Ruptor, that's a gangster server.
The D-Ruptor server, fantastic. But I'm still sticking around Porridge's view at the moment. Porridge is currently sitting with positive 2 net, the only positive net on his team, compared to the 3 players from Henchman. So, yeah, it's as I did expect, Porridge putting out a solid performance here. He's not the leader in terms of frags, but again, Porridge is not overly aggressive. He's a very methodical player, and he paces his pushes very well with his teammates. He's a solid TDM player. It's exactly why we invited him for this event, and I'm really glad that he could make it.
I'd just like to point out, I'm quite surprised at the results so far. 94 going to the Henchman, and sorry about that, and 70 I'm dying here, just forgive me. 76 going to the Stockmanner. I definitely thought it would have gone the other way. Is it something do you think they could, if they're doing something wrong, or they, could work on more in the next couple of games?
I really expected Stockmanner to put more pressure on Henchman for the quads. The last sort of 4 quads that we've seen have been relatively undisputed. There's been the initial encounter by both teams just making the push, but there's really been no plays to set up a quad properly. It's always felt like a scramble. Oh crap, quad is about to spawn. Let's push for it. It doesn't feel as though any one player is making an effort to stack up or really make a key play for a quad and attempt a quad run afterwards. We've seen Henchman rely solely on this yellow LG area for the game and allowed Stockmanner to really have their run of the rest of the map. So I think it's just the fact that Stockmanner aren't putting up as much of a fight on items as I'd like them to, but it's difficult to say. It's really difficult to say. It is the first game of the series, or first game of the grand final this evening. So I'm expecting players to just find their rhythm during this match. Settle their aim, get the jitters out of the way, and hopefully for the rest of the maps we'll see a much more contested event. So, Parish just going down to a rail there by Deenix, checking out what their scores are right now. For Henchman, Boyd has 40 kills to the 20 net. Boyd playing solid this evening, really playing well. Boyd just being one of those players, he's always around, having really reliable, good solid aim. Putting it to use all the time. He's consistent, really good dealer. So, cannot say
and
that
he wasn't sure he was going to play because he was sick.
He was sick?
Yeah, I asked him if it was man flu, but he didn't answer me. But he said he wasn't sure if he was going to play because he was sick.
That's... Well, I'm glad he could make it.
So I'm making him sound even better here, which I hate because it's Boyd, but,
So I'm still watching Deenix at the moment. He's relatively low, and he's going to be pushing through to this yellow area and going down to some really good play there by Phantom, managing to pick up that mega health, steal it away from 2 players there, but going down, unfortunately. That is the last man standing in that encounter. So we've got caught up in about 50 or so seconds, and Static managing to pick up the frag there on Deenix. He's going to drop a plasma for his teammate and push run. They're still relatively early for quad right now. I think this is just Stockmanner looking to take early control of the area, which is something we haven't seen them do so far this evening. So this could be a turning point for them, but can go down to some solid play there from Henchman. So Henchman are all currently just beneath this quad area. And I'm not quite sure if they're going to make a play for it now, or if they're going to allow Stockmanner to take their defensive positions right us. They're just not able to land the shots that they really want to right now. On Phantom's point of view, and he's managed to pick up the frag on Deenix there with some good rockets. going to signal. And a terrific rail. Disrupted just picked up quad, and he's really low right now. He's lucky to have not killed himself on Phantom there, but just going to go down to the MG work by Phantom. Obviously, Phantom was rather low and just took advantage of that. Fantastic rail there. So we've got about 2.5 minutes left in this match. It's honestly been a terrific game to watch. I mean, great fun by both teams, but I'm still not quite sure to make of it. I just don't think Stockmann seem as settled as they did last week. I don't know if they've had the time to really practice. But Henchman will definitely seem to be more comfortable in Fortress this evening. So hopefully we'll see some interesting matches for the rest of the night.
Do you think they have? Do you think the Stockmann have a chance to make a really good comeback if they get the next quad and use it to the full advantage of it?
At this particular point in time,
No.
with a minute 40 left, I have to agree with what Taurus just said.
No.
As fast as the pace is on Hidden Fortress, I just don't believe it is. It's possible right now to make a 41 frag comeback. So unfortunately not. I say this is GG, well played to Henchman. Some solid teamwork there and great use of key players throughout that match. Void obviously being the top scorer with 48 kills, positive 23 net, managing to put out 7.6k damage. And on the other side, Phantom being again top scorer, unfortunately bearing a negative 3 net, but managing to rain down 7.9k's worth of hull during that match. So that's been, it's honestly an expected performance by individual players, but an unexpected team performance by Stockmann. I really hope that they can settle their nerves and formulate a good strategy for the matches to come so far.
Well, I definitely hope we see a better performance in the next map. Which is what? Do you know what they've chosen for their second map?
I don't believe maps were discussed before we went live, so we might just see a quick discussion after this match, which I actually hope is the case. Boy, just playing amazingly well with that shotgun, really putting it to good use. Position, position, position. With a shotgun, it's all about position, and Boyd just showing us how to use that shotgun rather effectively. The GG, well played to the Henchman. 173 to 24. Some really great work there on Hidden Fortress. That was the first map for the grand finals this evening, and let's see what we are going to be going on to.
Looks like Hidden Fortress. No.
That's what we've just seen.
Lol. Tells you how much I know. Just saying.
So,
Will we?
Spaceman in the chat, Eileen, saying that Phantom needs to give them the locker room talk.
So we are going to see a deep inside here. Ladies and gents, please excuse me for a minute. I just have to do.
Taking another phone call. Hello?
So, what do you think we're going to see in this map here, Tara?
Shots being fired. Match win. Brag.
To which team?
I'm not going to call it for either player. Either team, really, actually. Cause...
Well, from Phantom's performance last time on Deep Inside, we saw him hovering around the tunnels in the bottom. I wonder if he's gonna show himself more, or try get the quad actually and do some serious damage.
Well, hopefully they'll come up with a better team approach to going for quad.
Yeah, I don't know too much about this map. It looks like it could be quite a complicated one when it comes to quad due to where it is.
There's all those entrances.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many places the opposition could come
Angles.
from. Yeah, and they can just attack you from everywhere. It's
If
so,
you're alone, you're screwed.
well, if you're alone in there, you were screwed either way. So you know, that was silly. But I would really like to see some decent quad runs on here.
Well, with the skill of all the players, it's hard to get a long quad run.
I would assume the best way to do it is to let the opposition get in there, do one major attack before quad spawns. So, gosh damn it, I'm dying. So they respawn with only MG, and you have a quad runner that's pretty much fully stacked. I think that would be the best idea, but to pull that off is a whole nother story.
Did you just say, gosh damn it?
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, I need to drink water.
Yeah, I have water with me, yeah. I am drinking it.
Okay, sorry about that. Back.
There's a poll, by the way, for the guys to vote for their team that might win.
Fantastic. Apparently, guys, I've just heard that there's a poll up for everyone. I don't know where it is.
On the Twitch stream.
On the
Vote
Twitch stream.
vote HM or vote vote SM.
Vote HM or vote SM.
Yeah.
Fantastic, guys. So it's obviously our chat bot.
Next time we'll have a giveaway.
What are you gonna
Awesome.
give away?
A copy of a game or something, man. I don't know.
I think for a poll next time, we should give away a copy of Goat Simulator.
No? Okay, yeah. But
Everyone
I think
should play Goat Simulator.
the beta version of Doom?
No, fuck that, Goat Simulator.
Okay.
Totoro wants to give away Goat Simulator.
I will force this on everyone. Everyone
stream-
must enjoy the life of a goat.
Our stream host has just offered a beta of Doom.
Not
it
yet,
looks-
but I'll get one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we're going to see some player changes from Stockmanner tonight. Or who are we waiting for at the moment? Static's just disappeared again. I'm not sure what he's up to right now. He's online. He's online.
I see T-Bone has come online now. I wonder if they're going to be switching him out.
So guys, we are going to see deep inside. I see T-Bone is just connected with the Stockmanner tag, so we are going to see a player switch out this evening. T-Bone's going to be replacing Static, who was having unfortunate big problems the last match. I did see a couple of lag spikes this time, but I see he has joined the server again. So nothing is written in stone so far.
Yeah, I wish give me transcoding already so I can crank this fucking stream. Yeah, no one can fucking view it. Everyone's got such shit connections. Sorry, I'm just raging.
So hopefully we will see some game time quite shortly. Aiden, what do you think? What are the team strategies going to be on?
I was actually
Obviously,
just yeah, no, go for it.
Sorry, no, I said the side being a single power up map, and Hidden Fortress being the last map that we did see. Stop kind of just not power-ups, not making effective use of the key players, and something that I believe well they should have allowed Phantom to really do. But the last time we saw Phantom play deep inside, he played the Sparky role, which is traditionally running the bottom two yellows on this map along with the algae, because obviously that spawns in the bottom area. But Phantom doing really well with that position last time. I hope we get to see him play that role again. I believe it's something that he's suited perfectly for. But yeah, again, this teams are extremely balanced and I'm pretty psyched to see this go down.
Well, I was saying I would like to see him get out more. You know, hopefully get some quadruns, but yeah, we just have to see what strats they've come up with, I suppose.
Yeah, completely agree. So we are seeing the players start to ready up now.
I could hear that car revving from here.
More main road shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rather unfortunate.
If you ever lose your job, at least you've got a secondary income stream right there.
Main road shenanigans. What is it? Are we waiting for other players, or
They're
are they
waiting
just?
for T-Bone to get on TS.
Ah, okay,
And it looks like he's there and they're ready.
okay, awesome.
Prepare your team.
We are going live here on Deep Inside, ladies and gents.
3,
Mana versus Henchman. The second map of the grand final this evening. I'm going to start on Curious's POV. He's just taking some solid shotgun there from Phantom, but not going down there, managing to pick up that shotgun, just choosing to drop the DNX. Wise choice there, weapon sharing obviously being such an important role, or factor in the TDM. And we've seen them push into this raid up in 12 seconds, so really early for that. Not good positioning there by Henchman. I'm just not sure whether they're playing together as a team too well right now. I don't know if they've managed to get any practice, but Stockmanner looking rather comfortable right now. This is obviously the opening minute. We've seen Stockmanner take down 5 kills so far. Henchman take down 3. That's just growing ever so slightly, but Henchman managing to keep it in check. Phantom taking the first quad for this game, picking up 2 quick frags immediately after each other, managing to pick up the frag down Phoenix with a terrific rail, and he's pushing back around to this red area. So he's got the weapons, he's definitely got the stack in a second, and he's got quad. So he's looking really comfortable right now. Push into this underground area, and knows that yellow's going to be up, and he's going to leave that for Porridge. So yeah, first quad of the game, Phantom doing a terrific job there of making good use of it, managing to put them in the lead by 3 frags right now. They're sitting comfortable. He's just managed to take this mega health, and yeah, Stockmanner look a lot more settled right now than they did on Hidden Fortress. But the types of maps that these are completely different, worlds apart. Purgatory being much more expensive, more... I'm not quite sure how to put this, but Purgatory being a much slower map than Hidden Fortress. So there's a lot more room for players to set up traps and really take control of certain areas. You know, effectively derupt the camp that area. So yeah, I'm expecting a solid performance here by Stockmanner. Aiden, your thoughts so far, bud?
Well, I think you meant Deep Inside and not Purgatory for one thing.
Ah, yes, sorry.
But yes, no, you are very correct in saying that. From what I saw last week as well with Phantom, with him coming out, and he seems to be taking more charge in the whole endeavor, which is nice to see because he has got the skills, and if he gets his team behind him like he did after he got the quad and then came through to the red, I can definitely see them taking this map.
I just have to say, it's so nice to talk to you for a change, buddy.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Your
Instead of
connection's
a
holding.
static.
Yeah, or instead of hearing the dolphin on the other side of my stereo.
I do apologize about that. I don't know what was going on.
But anyway, it's nice to have you back. So Void's currently just he's just picked up quad. He's got about 5 or so seconds left on it. He's just going to be rewarded with a red armor up in 3 seconds, and he's looking fairly stacked. So shotgun, rail, and plasma. He's just picked up some more ammo there for that rail. Void actually putting a rail to use, or really good use, on Hidden Fortress earlier. So I think he's going to be he's looked to carry that momentum forward into this map. And for those of you that are watching from my perspective at the moment, I'm just watching henchmen push around this map, and they're pushing as a team, which is so important when trying to take back control. Because the last thing you want in a TDM is to be alone and stumble into an area where your enemy has complete control with 4 players immediately around you. You're going to go down, you're going to lose the weapon that you've worked so hard to pick up and fought so long to try and stack up with. And that's going to be a complete and total waste of your life and a good weapon. So seeing that solid teamwork there by henchmen, watching them push around as a team, it's really impressive to watch.
Well, Void is just going on a killing spree here. It's quite insane, actually. At one stage, he even went in to see 3 enemies in one room, and he still got out unharmed, and he killed one of them. So he's playing extraordinarily well at the moment.
Yeah, Void is a really strong aim-based player, and we've seen him put that to good use this season. Phantom's just managed to pick up that next quad. He's not looking really healthy at the moment. He's just going to pick up 25 HP bubble, and managing to rain down some great algae work there on Disruptor. Just stacked up again under some algae ammo, and he's going to push through to this mega area. It's about 15 or so seconds too early for mega, so he's going to work his way back around. He obviously does know Mega's timing because he has picked it up previously. And Phantom just managing to see out the life of this quad. So we're currently sitting with Stockmanner on 41 kills, Henchman on 32. The score distance is not as big as I expected, considering that Stockmanner have got both quads so far. But it is showing that Henchmen have some solid teamwork, or showing some solid teamwork as a team, and are really making good use of what they've managed to scrape together during this TDM so far.
Well,
You've
let's...
also got T-Bone coming in cold.
Yeah, and also Void did get a quad himself, and he did take out... He did do quite a bit of damage.
Oh, that's true.
Let's all argue with Nick now.
Okay.
Yes. Don't argue with me. But anyway, I'm currently on Disruptor's POV. He's just pecking away slowly at at one of the enemy players. Just not managed to pick up that algae kill there. And he's going to work his way around back to quad area. Just wait patiently for this yellow armor. But he's a tad early.
Come at me, bro.
So this has just been awarded with yellow. He's hanging around this quad rather meticulously, and they've got, or Disruptor is known specifically for his IP timing. And he's just chosen to switch out to algae, which I believe was not a good decision because he's just taken all sorts of damage. And Stockminer have managed to secure the next quad. And T-Bone, who we're going to be seeing for the first time this evening, who's picked up quad, got algae, 2 fantastic whip or combination, just managed to pick up 2 kills in quick succession of each other there, Curious being his last frag. He's going to be rewarded with red armor, and he actually might get a third if he's quick enough and able to push through. So T-Bone just rushing ahead of the rest of the team there, which is not an ideal thing to do on a map like this, purely because it's so easy for a team to set up a trap for a lone quad runner. I mean, charge into an area, get trapped by 2 players behind you or hiding behind the doorway, and it's the end of your quad run, almost guaranteed. But T-Bone just managing to see out the life of this quad, and is just going to go down there to a really solid shotgun shot there from Curious. So, yeah, we've seen the scoreline grow by 14 frags so far, or 16 right now. Henchmen really need to put up a better fight for quad right now. In order to bring the game back. That is really the only difference I can see in the gameplay by both teams. But again, it's so early in the map. We are just 9 minutes into the second game, and yeah, the scorelines. It's definitely a win is so easily achievable by both teams here.
Well, me personally, I feel Stockman are going to take this map deep inside. I know it's early and a bit difficult to call it, but that's what I feel.
Tell us your feels.
I will tell you my feels. But I want to know your guys' feels, whether you think it's what the scoreline's going to end up. If it's going to be 3-2 or 3-1, 1-3. I don't know. What do you guys think we're looking at? How many maps do you think we are going to see tonight?
I hope we're going to see the full 5. I really, really, really do. That would be awesomely amazing. But
how much do you think we need to pay them to match fix it?
Well,
let's make our first invitational a clean one, Taro. We can match fix the next few.
Yeah.
epic.
But back to the game, guys. We've just seen Disrupt pick up a quad. He's going to go down to some algae work there by Phantom. Phantom managing to pick up the algae from Disruptor, and is going to get a red armor. So he's looking really tanked right now. Let's see if he can make the jump. Does make the jump, which not a lot of players can do. So he's just showing his experience there in terms of Quake Live. But I'm still going to be sticking on Phantom's POV right now. He's just taken some splash there from a well-placed rocket, and he's going to be pushing back towards Teamy and onto Mega Health, and we've just seen Curious get destroyed in front of Phantom. He was actually really fortunate to make it out of that situation alive. Curious managed to do a hell of a lot of shotgun damage there with very little going for him. So
And he got the Mega first.
Yeah, exactly.
Denied!
So Stockminer or Henchmen have managed to bring this back to 11 frags right now from the 14 frags, and we've seen this 3 frag lead over sort of minute and a half period, which is not a really high rate. I'm not sure whether or not Stockminer have a actual strategy for this map. It's been a very ramshack sort of approach to side. So
I can see there's been some nice weapon sharing going on here from Phantom though.
Well, Phantom obviously showing his experience there, definitely.
I think that Henchmen were a bit late to come in to try attack before the quad.
Someone didn't hit their bind.
Yeah. they came in as quad was taken, and so far he's oh, okay, never mind.
Phoenix just landing an amazing base rocket in Phantom there and completely ending the quad run. So a rather unexpected turn of events there for Phantom. I'm sure he would have liked to see out the complete length of the quad run and hopefully pick up some more frags. But we are going to see Phoenix managing to end that rather early. So I'm just currently on Phoenix's POV right now, and henchmen are stacking up on this red armor. Phoenix's teammate there just managed to pick it up, and what I'm finding really strange is the difference in playstyles between the teams right now. You can see henchmen are really comfortable playing in close proximity of each other. If you look around, there's always another henchman player really close. Storkman are choosing, on the other hand, to drift slightly more, and it seems to be working for them on the larger map. I don't know if it's because it allows the player just a little bit more time to stack up before he encounters an enemy, or whether or not henchmen are just running around with extremely low health, after bad spawns. So something to consider. But as Tara did mention, T-Bone just coming in cold, and henchmen just unfortunately not able to bring it back as quickly as they would. So we have seen them. So far make a really quick climb to 6 frag difference, which is particularly awesome since we are going to see a quad up in the next 3 seconds. Porridge just picking up that quad. Not the most. Rocket not being the most effective use with quad damage, especially on low HP, since 90% of the time your opponent's going to sneak up right close to you. You're going to spam him with a rocket, and you're going to do enough splash damage to take yourself out. And I'm really glad to see Porridge didn't do that. Fantastic dodge there. He's going to take some solid LG work there, and he's just going to mutual frag there by Phoenix as well. So that put a rather awkward end to Porridge's quad run.
It was a rather awkward quad run and all.
True.
Unfortunate lack of weapons there for the boy.
Yeah, definitely. Tara, your feels so far, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm sad.
You're sad? Why are you sad?
I'm not seeing enough Sparty.
Not seeing enough Sparty?
I'll put a little Spartacus.
I don't know,
Support.
Spartacus is just playing the role of support this evening. So with 5 minutes left in the game, henchmen really need to start putting down more pressure on these quads. Storkman have just been able to sneak these quads out every single time. Porridge just sneaking the last one out. But I'm yet to see henchmen do really good work with the quad. If you look at the difference in quads right now, you see Storkman with 5 quads and 2 minutes and 14 seconds of quad time. That's a hell of a lot of quad time compared to the 57 seconds on the 2 quads by the henchmen. And we're back up to a 12 frag difference here. So Phantom's just picked up quad. He not looking extremely healthy, managing to pick up the kill down the shot. He's going to be rewarded with an LG gun. So he's got ammo and LG, he's got ammo, LG, quad, and he's just been awarded with a yellow armor as well. Managing to take down Kyrus there. He's going to push his way back into this timeout.
Have we got intermission music?
Intermission music?
There is.
Elevator music, in other words. So we are getting back again. Phantom just managing to pick up 3 of the henchmen's players in quick succession. But he's going to go down, unfortunately. Some solid spam work there by the MG. So, 4 minutes left in the game, 18 frags difference. Storkman are looking really comfortable at the moment. Let's just run through the scores quickly. Phantom looking really good tonight with 48 kills, a positive 33 net, showing that he's played this map or played this map really well, knows how to work effectively with what he's got, and putting down a great performance overall. T-Bone 19 frags, second highest scorer on Stockmanner or Stockmanner's team, and then -9 net, which is it's not a nice thing to have, but you know he's put out 3.9 KS damage. His first game of the evening. I'm sure he's just obviously looking to settle still, so I'm sure we'll see a better performance from him on the later maps. Spartacus looking 18 frags, -6 net. Porridge struggling this evening surprisingly, or 16 frags, -10 net. I haven't been able to catch as much of Porridge on this map as I would have liked. I don't know if any of you guys have been switching around between the players while we've been chatting, or while I'm chatting. But yeah, just a good map by Stockmanner so far. For Henchman, we've got Void again with top scorer, 33 frags, positive 11 net, 24 frags Phoenix, -4 net. Curious struggling again, or Curious struggling surprisingly on this map, 21 frags, -16 net. Disruptor looking solid, 19 frags, 20 frags, and a positive 1 net.
Oh,
So
6-6.
Henchman just picked up that quad and have put it to fantastic use. They've brought it back to, well, right now 5 frag difference. But we have seen this earlier in the match, and Stockman have just managed to pull that back by 7 frags in quick succession, taking it to a 12 frag lead. So let's hope that Henchmen are going to stick together as a team right now and push and put some decent pressure on Stockman and really close this gap. It's a very small gap.
Why are we hoping? Are you biased?
Well, I'd like to see...
Did I just put you in an awkward position?
You did just put me in an awkward position, and thank you for that. But you know what, to be completely honest, I am actually hoping the Henchmen take this. I don't know, they are my favorite team for this evening.
Nick, you're now the second traitor for the evening.
Why,
Okay.
why is he the traitor? Why is he the traitor?
Because Henchmen can't win another map. Okay, they must lose this map. Stockmanner must win it.
Another one.
Yeah, but not yet. Stockmanner must take this map. We'll give them their confidence for the following ones. We have to see all 5, so they can't lose their confidence.
So Aiden, I take it you're pro Stockmanner.
Of course. No, wait, I'm not biased either, I'm just saying.
You're not biased.
No.
But being pro Stockmanner, you're
I'm
not
biased.
So Porridge has picked up the award. I'm assuming it's what is definitely the last quad for this match. He's looking fairly comfortable right now. 100 HP, 25 armor, shotgun, which is a perfect match for this quad power up. And he hasn't been able to do much with this right now. Obviously, just not able to find anyone. But spazzing out, unfortunately, there during a small encounter with Curious, managing to pick up a kill, but Curious leaving him in a relatively bad situation, only 35 HP, and not much to work with. He's luckily just taken another kill on Curious there. Going to throw out the GG. So well played to Stockman and managing to pick up the win here. So we're sitting with a tie at the moment. 1-1.
Yeah, that last quad could have been what the Henchmen needed to take the lead and to win that second game.
Definitely.
Anyone speaking hello? Where do you get out? Okay.
So, do we know what the third map will be? I saw.
Actually, just asking the players right now.
Ah, okay.
Right, we've got Spaceman here saying you guys are doing a bad job. But not really. No, he says how many quads were there?
Look, Mono Red on quads that last match. I mean, they just made absolute fantastic use of quad. I think it was something like 9 quads compared to the 2, or 8 quads compared to the 2 or 3 on Henchman. But yeah, it was yeah. I really think that Henchman could have put down more pressure on these quads. And I believe it's the only reason that Stockman were able to carry that small frag lead that they had throughout the entire game, because they just kept taking quad, and they just made effective use of positioning around the quad area, obviously the weapons that they had during the quad runs. But you know, that being said, it's surprising that the scoreline wasn't a lot higher at the same time. So it just shows that even though a team like Stockrunner with so many great single or individual players was not able to pull out a really massive score lead, especially considering they had quad for all of that time.
That is very true. They didn't have a very large frag difference.
No, not at all. Considering that they had 8 quads compared to the 2 or 3 that the Henchmen picked up. But it looks like we want to see a Grim Dungeons tonight, so I am particularly psyched right now. This being the first double power-up map for this evening's Grand Finals. I still don't think we've seen one player over the course of the TDM Invitational managing to pick up both power-ups on this map. So this is not the first time we're going to be seeing Grim Dungeons. But I genuinely hope we get to see a player from either team do a double power-up run, which is just something that is particularly awesome and great to watch, because a battle suit and a quad together with any one of the players that we have on the server this evening is going to be spectacular to watch.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the last time we were on Grim Dungeons, a player actually got the quad and went for the battle suit, but a teammate actually picked it up just before. If I'm not mistaken.
It was stolen just in front of him. It was stolen just in front of him. I think it was Void that actually picked up quad and had battlesuit stolen in front of him.
Yeah.
But I can't remember immediately. So we're going to be going live here on Grim Dungeons. I'm going to be starting with Phantom. Oh,
T-Bone is AFK.
We might just have a forfeit quickly. T-Bone was AFK at match start there, so we'll be restarting.
Teams are tied.
T-Bone, stop smiling.
Yeah.
Teams are tied.
Okay, so we're gonna let this. It looks like we're gonna let this count down, and then.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1.
So we're gonna see a restart here.
Blue wins.
Unfortunately, T-Bone was AFK at the round start, so keep things fair. We'd rather do it again.
So, Nick, outcomes for this match. What can we expect? You, the Grim Dungeons fan, yeah?
The Grim Dungeons fan. well. I'm really hoping that Stockmann can carry the momentum forward that they just had from the previous map. They showed that they could really take advantage of the power-up. And Grim Dungeons being a map with two of them, I sincerely hope they choose to lock either one down and make it rain all sorts of hell for Henchmen. But at the same time, that leaves Henchmen with depending on the playstyle adopted by Stockmann for this game, but a relatively uncontested power-up for themselves. So it could be interesting to see which team puts their power-up to better use, or if we see, as I mentioned earlier, a single player pushing through for a double power-up run. So you know what? I'm just hoping I get to see that double power-up run. I'll be a hell of a disappointed if I don't. I'm actually going to ask one of them to try and push for it.
I don't think you can do that. That's like bribing them in a way. Okay.
Just putting that out there. And we are going to be going live here. I'm currently on Disruptor's POV right now, folks. So I'm going to be sticking with him for the initial start, and we'll take things away from there.
Phantom says that's the plan, Nick.
So D-Raptor's just picked up shotgun. He's rocking 25 ammo, or 25 armor, managing to pick up the kill there on Spartacus, taking a rail. Not playing as defensive as I thought he would immediately. He should really be looking to keep that weapon, and he's just dropped it for Porridge, who's picked him off with the rail. Pushing in unnecessarily again. Stockmann are just taking such a quick early lead, already 6 frags difference. Battlesuit just been picked up there by Phantom, and he's only got a rail. Spartacus managed to pick up Pod. So maybe we'll see him meet. I hope so.
Did he run out of ammo?
He did, but he's just managed to pick up the kill there on Curious.
Called it himself though.
I don't think he knows that the quad is in this, or the battlesuits in that area. Some amazing work there, absolutely amazing. The henchmen have not been able to answer with a frag yet.
Yeah, I just
And
noticed that.
As I said that, Disruptor takes the first frag with some miraculous shotgun work there. As a Stockmann player, erupted forth out of a jump pad.
Erupted forth. No, daddy.
So it looks like Stockmann are going to be sticking to all sorts of areas around this map by the looks of it right now. Henchmen rather content on sticking to the quad area. Again, they're showing solid teamwork, but they haven't been fortunate enough to really pick up the flags right now. So if I'm looking at Henchmen's players, all of them, they don't really have much to work with. Unix has obviously just got shotgun, Disruptor,
Oh my.
LG, but he's taking so much damage by these pushes from the Stockmann that it's just not working out for them. I think every time the Stockmann push through, they manage to do so much damage that the defenders or even the players pushing in again from Stockmann just, yeah, it's some really great play by Stockmann so far.
Did you?
Just gonna get taken down there. Just not managing to pick up the kill there. Just running out of ammo. So Spartacus has picked up both quads, and I'm not particularly sure why Henchmen have chosen to give Spartacus quads. I don't know if it's because he's the only guy that knows the timing, which I don't believe is correct, or I don't think Henchmen are particularly making an effort to push for it.
What I can say is,
Just keep it down a bit.
what I can say is that Spartacus delayed it. So maybe they're hoping for the next one they get the quad and then rush over to Battlesuit.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. There currently is a 6-second delay between Battlesuit and Quad, which is quite enough time to work his way around to that Quad spawn. The 4 minutes in, 15 frags the difference, 14 right now. I'm currently on Void's POV and he's landing some really good rockets. And hopefully going to pick up his 3rd frag in succession on Spartacus. So Void's going to be... Well, I'm just not sure. He's given away red armor rather foolishly. He hasn't.
No.
He's picked it up on Porridge. Apologies. But we're going to see the next Battlesuit up in 5 seconds. So Void looking really stacked to take it. But he hasn't got much to work with anymore. Curious just being forced to pick that up.
Oh no!
And jumping the Void at the same time. So, our lol frag for tonight.
This could be the chance to make a comeback and change the tide of the battle, eh? With Disruptor on the squad.
Yeah, we've seen Henchman pull it back so far to a 10 frag game from being so late in the game and having no frags at all. So I'm just hanging around Disruptor's POV, and again, the teamwork that I've seen by Henchman is solid. Look at that. I mean, all 3 players pushing on a single Stockman player, managing to pick up a kill rather easily, and all of them keeping or retaining their stack and weapons. Really, really silly move there by Void to rush in. That was just unlucky, unfortunately. Disruptor managing to pick up kill after kill after kill. Some solid work there by Disruptor. Might just go down here to MG work by T-Bone. T-Bone only surviving with 10 HP. Gonna spam some rockets across, try to do some splash damage, but he's not looking to healthy himself. He should really be hoping to pass this weapon off to another teammate. Yeah, Aiden, your thoughts so far, buddy? What do you really think? What are the teams doing that they could be doing? What are they doing differently?
Well, I honestly think that in the last minute or so, Henchmen have actually made a major push to change the tide of the battle, as I said earlier, which I think has now given the Stockmanner something to think about, that they weren't just being pushed over as they were in the beginning of the game. So now I think we're gonna see a lot more careful strategizing of what they plan on doing. And I think Disruptor's gonna actually just take charge here, and because I'm on him at the moment, he's got the quad and he's doing some serious damage. He does go down though, unfortunately, but yeah, I think we're going to see a change in who's winning this. It's now a five frag difference. So yeah. Apart from that, we'll have to really wait and see once we get more towards the halfway of the game.
Yeah, definitely. So we're currently 2 minutes away from that, or 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from that halfway point. This match has grown a lot closer in competition than I really expected it. Initially because Stockmanner just took such a convincing early lead. But Henchmen have managed to claw their way back, as Aiden just said. So a much more contested match than I honestly expected, and I'm really thankful that it has managed to grow into a match like this. We see Stockmanner just comfortable to take this sort of red area. Some fantastic teamwork there by Stockmanner. Porridge and Phantom, just Porridge landing that air rocket and Phantom managing to sneak in that algae damage to pick up the kill. But it's the first time that I've seen Stockmanner this evening strategically take control of a single area and stick together as a team. So Battlesuit's going to be up in 15 seconds. It looks as though Phantom is positioning himself to do a quick drop in and run. He's heavily stacked, so I'm hoping he's going to be able to make his way through to that that quad in rather quick haste. See if he's able to do the rocket jump. Phantom's just pushing through. He might just be able to do it.
Oh! Oh no!
Stolen right in front of him. So unlucky by Phantom there. A tremendous effort by him. Just unfortunately had it stolen in front of him. So unlucky. Fantastic effort.
You almost got your wish though, Nick.
I almost. Got my wish. Steven, thank you. That was awesome. Hopefully we can see that again sometime. But unfortunately we didn't get to see that dual power-up run. That would have been phenomenal. Phantom being one of those players with so much experience who could have really put those power-ups to good use. But we're still on his POV at the moment. He's just doing some spastic algae damage there, managing to pick up the frag, killing himself with some splash damage on a wall on a rocket. Yeah, that's 6 frags the difference. We're currently at that halfway mark. Aiden right now, nothing much has changed since I asked you this question earlier, but what do you think the henchman could do to bridge this gap?
Well,
6 frags is not a lot of frags.
Yeah, but it could have been more.
So far Stockmanner have managed to keep this lead rather convincingly
And
for quite some time.
with Phantom denying that quad damage, that has helped a lot. It put a bit of a wrench into Henchman's works, what they were planning obviously. Now they really just need to, as Phantom was doing previously, get the red, stock up, get the, I forgot what it's called, the battle suit, and then head for the quad. I think it's just going to take some force, that's my opinion. Otherwise, if they keep letting Phantom and the Stockmanner get the battle suit, I don't think they're going to stand a chance.
So, Curious unfortunately just running into a couple of his teammates there, charging down that mega position. Just had it stolen in front of him, and Spoticus managed to take Curious out, picking up Void there with a brilliant rail, and managing to kill himself and a teammate at the same time. Now, that is a really unfortunate situation to be in. Ooh. And we've just seen Henchman take the lead for the first time this evening, ladies and gents. So, as Aiden mentioned, they seem to have turned this match around and are leading right now for the first time. I'm on Curious's POV. He's just picked up a yellow armor and he doesn't have much to pin Phantom down, but he's got that rail and he's put it to great use, managing to pick up 2 of Stockmanner's players in quick succession. Just going down there to T-Bone, who's happily joining the rest of his team in quad area. Back to a tied game, and T-Bone just seems too content to farm Henchman right now, but he's going to be taken down to some solid rock and play there by Void. And we're going to see Henchman lay down some spam on the corridor between the center area and that quad area. I do believe the player that's in that corridor right now is extremely low. Void knows that, that's why he's spamming that MG, but he's going to go down to some great rail work there by Phantom. So if we run through the score so far for Hidden Fortress, we've got Phantom again, top scorer for Stockmanner this evening, 21 kills, positive 1 net. Spoticus, 18 kills, doing much better than he was on Deep Inside. 18 kills, negative 1 net. T-Bone, 13 kills, negative 4. Porridge, 9, negative 10. Strangely, T-Bone managed to pick up more kills, doing less damage than Porridge. Porridge seems to be a key player for Stockmanner. I just haven't seen him feature too much in terms of coverage from us this evening. I'm not too sure what he's been up to. But me saying that has just seen... Well, it's... Who have we got on Battlesuit at the moment? I've got Void on picking up quad. So it looks like Henchmen have managed to pick up both power-ups. And Curious just dropping his rocket launcher for Void. He's put it to fantastic use, managed to pick up the kill. He's just going to see out the last few seconds of his power-up. Managing to steer this red armor, some solid teamwork here from Henchmen. Really putting together things. still can't believe that Tyler isn't playing.
It would have been nice to have him. Would have been nice to
So-
watch.
Why is he doing so much D3? Is it just to like get his gear up on his monk, or
I honestly can tell you, I know that he wasn't
farming
able to
Paragon
get the
levels,
game.
or what?
I know that he wasn't able to get the game at launch, but I think he's just actually started the Reaper of Souls content now, like as in today.
I think we should give everyone his Battle.net ID and tell them to constantly invite him to their games and stuff just to annoy him.
But yeah, so stock banner currently trailing by 9 frags. We are going to see Curious just make an attempt at the actual battle suit, but getting down unfortunately to the void there, being railed straight off intro.
Again!
Disruptor gonna push run, hoping to pick up, but he's just gonna be held back there by some really defensive rocket work. And it looks like Spartacus is really happy just to take this frag. Spartacus, 18 seconds left with his quad run here. Got LG, he's not finding anyone though, so he's seeing Curious. Curious just snuck in a cheeky gauntlet there, doing some damage. But yeah, Spartacus is still looking fairly comfortable. He's got Phantom with him right now, so it's always a good idea to have to catch unnecessary splash damage from your teammate. But it's also a great idea to push together with a teammate and blow
That
yourself
was
up.
just silly.
Yeah, it was rather silly.
Silly
As I
Sparty.
As I mentioned earlier, that is the rocket launcher quad twitch that everyone does at some point. 4 minutes left in this match, folks. Henchmen look to take this. Not, honestly, not the outcome that I was expecting, but I'm, well, as you know, being biased, as Aiden so obviously pointed out, I'm rooting for Henchmen this evening, and I'm really happy to see that they've taken the lead here on Hidden Fortress, the first of our dual power-up maps.
Need to make a meme from Tyler's face. I'm quite good at that, by the way.
So, the next map, what do you think we're going to see?
What are the maps that's left? It's Purgatory and?
Purgatory
Dreadful
and Dreadful
Place.
Place.
Oh, I'm gonna say
Learn
Purgatory.
your map pool, Aiden.
I'm sorry, Tara. I'm so sorry, Tara. But I say Purgatory.
You say Purgatory.
I do.
I hope we see a Purgatory, but I'm expecting a Dreadful Place.
$50 in campgrounds.
Our hostess just quietly shouted, Phantom just managing to pick up that shotgun kill there. And managing to take out Void.
That was funny.
Absolutely brilliant work there by Phantom.
Antican's trying to make the highlights.
Well, he certainly has made the highlights here on Grim.Team this evening. Just managing to pick up that battle suit runner and then Void immediately afterwards in a rather hilarious kill with a shotgun and a jump pad. So you've seen some great individual play again this evening. Henchmen with some astoundingly great teamwork, managing to come back from a convincing lead that Stockmann took really early in this match. And they've showed how comfortable they can be on this map in a team that, well, as far as I'm aware, are only playing together as a team on stream for the second time. So, yeah, I'm really happy. I'm excited for the next map. That's all I can say. Tara, what does them feels tell you right now?
Them feels tell me that we need to start using that excited commentary voice. You know that one that they always get? I mean, we got a minute to go, we got 30 seconds until quad, and we started going, start getting excited!
But I can't do
Infrag
that voice if there's nothing to get excited about. I mean, Henchmen are just playing so well. You know, they're
11
really
frags,
locked
dude.
down this quad. We're going to see the quad in 10 or so seconds. Henchmen have really locked down this area solidly, and they've even managed to pick up a battle suit. So I really don't expect Stockman to be able to sneak this through, but it would be lovely if we did see it.
Oh, okay, GG.
We should get Reddit to pull a couple of Afrikaans words.
Hey, he's Karika Berta.
Yeah, serious business, dude.
Well, we could do that because it would be hilarious. 3 of us, little English people, trying to do it.
Oh no.
No, he comes in for the last 2 minutes.
Where is he? Get him online.
So 20 odd seconds left on the scoreboard, and Henchmen still retain that 10 frag lead that they picked up earlier in the match.
This is totally possible. This is possible.
8. No, it's not.
Unfortunately not.
Nah.
Unfortunately not.
On it.
GG, well played to Henchmen. Terrific match. Both teams played solidly, but Henchmen just showing
Wins.
that they're able to bring things back convincingly. Well played, guys. Wow, Void.
Anyway, we're going to be doing a show soon called the Esports Bottom Line. It's going to take all the casters for the different titles, and we're going to actually debate and probably argue about certain things regarding esports. If you want to actually mention that on the cast.
Well, folks, our stream host just raised an interesting topic that NavTV is going to be hosting a debate show for our local esports casters. I'm not quite sure what the topic of the debate is going to be, what it's going to be surrounding. I don't know, Nathaniel, maybe you can get yourself connected up to the stream and then maybe just chat to us about that while we're waiting for the next match.
Okay, hi guys. Yes, Burning Red here from NavTV. But anyway, just a quick, just to let you guys know exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking in pretty much all the NavTV casters from the different titles such as Dota, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Quake Live, etc. And we're going to have like the show's called the Esports Bottom Line, and basically what we're going to discuss is obviously our weekly wrap-ups of matches that took place, like the final taking place here, and then other various matches regarding the different titles. And then we're also going to, get into a couple of debates with regards to esports and where does the glory lie these days with regards to matches played and different titles, etc. I mean, a question that can be posed like, is Quake still alive? That type of, question. How far how long does it still have left before it completely gets phased out, and can it still continue? And obviously having someone like Nick on board, he's going to be able to defend the Quake community, not speak on behalf of them, but just defend the whole point. And it's going to be like a vice versa conversation.
Really looking forward to it. Actually, it's been. Is this what is the debate in aim of? What are we just hoping to highlight what's currently happening in the esports communities across South Africa, or is this something that you're looking to carry forward as a regular sort of show?
Yeah, no, it'll definitely be a regular show, but it'll be more so about MGOs, for instance, that hold the monopoly in esports in South Africa. I'm not mentioning any names, but across the different titles specifically, like the best of the best. And who are the stepping stone organizations? Those organizations that get the players in from new, and then have them for a couple of years, and then kind of export them to these MGOs that are right on the top. So there is going to be 100 like different topics that will be discussed, but I mean we'll obviously shorten it down to about 10 or so, and just get the general view of what people perceive the communities are like, or the titles are like, for instance. You know what I mean?
Really interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. And do we know when we're going to be doing that?
The first show will probably be running in the next week or two, and then once that's basically a date's been defined, We'll obviously post it on our Facebook channel, you know, on the Twitch site even, and then like yeah, it will be you know, it'll be advertised quite broadly, if you know what I mean.
Okay, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Cool. Like I said, some really cool stuff coming from that for you guys. As we did mention earlier.
I'll be there. I'll be representing.
The Quake Live. We'll all
Yeah,
be getting
yeah.
shoes and handbags as prizes for our competitions from now on, guys.
Fuck you. I think you earn more than me.
Shoes and handbags, most certainly do.
Probably.
That snakeskin one I own is marvelous to my eyes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyway, as I did mention earlier, guys, Nav TV bringing out some really cool stuff in the next couple of weeks. So stick around. For those of you that haven't, please go and give us a like on Facebook. And also head over to navgaming.co.za and have a chat with some of the community representatives there. All-round awesome, all-round awesome community. Some really fun people to chat to, and I think interesting place to be in terms of esports right now. But for those of you that are with us this evening, thank you, ladies and gents, for joining us for the Nav TV TDM Invitationals. We're down to our 4th map tonight. We currently see Henchman take 2 maps, Stockmanner managing to take it 1. And my guests
Stockmanner are going to make their comeback now.
My co-hosts for this evening's show has been Aiden Tolbrookline and Tara Gobbs Lawson.
Sup.
You guys are,
Aiden, you
as
sound a
usual,
bit dead. Are you okay there?
yeah, very quiet.
No, I'm very alive. I'm just contemplating on Stockman, what they can do to come back.
What do you think? I mean, they lost that momentum really late in the game. You know, with Henchmen just banding together and really showing some solid teamwork on Grim Dungeons and managing to pick up that lead right towards the end of the game. So I hope that Henchmen don't let that set them back, and you know, that they're able to push through. Well, you know, push through and happily secure this quad on this map. So yeah, it should be an interesting map.
Agreed. I also just think endurance of each player varies, and like some of them get tired a lot quicker. You know, 20 minutes non-stop action per game, it gets quite heavy.
Yeah, that is also very, very true. Endurance and concentration span being really important factors in Quake Live. You know, 10 minutes doesn't sound like a hell of a lot of time in a duel to concentrate, but when you have to take into account the things that you're keeping track of, you know, item timing, players positioning, making sure that you have ammo stack, making sure that you're sort of pre-thinking, you know, the little situations that you're going to come across in the game. That's a hell of a lot of additional information to be processing in the background while you're still maintaining your momentum and speed and movement and aim in a duel. So adding the team-based factor where you have 3 other players that you've never played with before in a team, in an environment or on maps that aren't particularly well played, in a mode that's not really well played, it tends to bring about some interesting situations. And I think it's purely based on players' experience, just in terms of actual game time. So the length that they've been playing Quake, and how comfortable they are with their setup and their performance for the night. And you know, there's a lot of factors that really affect your overall performance for an evening. But the biggest challenge, more so, is definitely a mental thing. I mean, it's all about having that confidence in your abilities, and you could really show, or you could really prove to the rest of the community that you have it.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy task. That's for certain.
Aiden, a man of few words.
It's how I live.
How you live, how you roll, bro.
How I roll, you know? Just deal with it.
So guys, we've made very little mention of it this evening, but again, a very special thank you to Chris, or D-Raptor, as he's more commonly known.
D-Raptor!
For kindly donating the 1,000 Rand cash prize to the winning team this evening. And I think this is the ideal time to be letting you guys know that NAV TV will be hosting another TDM Invitational in the near future. So as I mentioned in the earlier Facebook post, for those of you or for those Quake players in our SA community that would still like to get involved, this is not going to be a one-time thing. We are going to be hosting this as a regular event and hopefully building an active cup or 20 base ladder out of this.
Yeah, we didn't leave you out on purpose.
Yeah. Gobs just forgot to send your invitation.
It's always Gob's fault. We've established
Yeah,
this.
my bad.
We are looking to make this a regular event, so please keep an eye out for the next registration date. I'm not quite sure when we are going to be going live with that, but there will of course be another £1,000 in the prize pool for the winning team. This time, however, we are looking to increase the amount of teams. So for those of you that want to take part, please sign up, get involved. It's awesome fun, as you can see, and we're going to be going live here. I'm really starting on Boyne's point of view. He's just managed to pick up red armor right now, and he's going to move towards his bottom rail area. He's just hanging around beneath the actual quad area. He's going to be pushing back into center, just taking some shotgun spam, managed to land a really great rail there, giving him the ability to push through, save his HP, save the weapons, and join the rest of his team, hopefully. But he's gonna be relatively trapped at the moment. Taking up the frag down Phantom, and we see quads up right now, and Stockman are look to take this.
Yeah.
Boom! Let's pick up the first quad, picking up the first frag down Curious. He's going to work his way into the raid. He's got red up in 10 or so seconds. I don't think he knows red timing, but he might just be fortunate enough to catch it spawning. Or if he pushes early enough, a teammate's going to be picking that up. So he's waited. He's been rewarded. He's going to be pushing through, picking up the frag there on Disruptor. Curious just going down immediately afterwards. Void in quick succession as well. T-Bone just making marvelous use of his quad shotgun there.
£200 discount on his donation. Oh.
We got Spaceman in the chat saying that Disruptor will be getting a £200 discount on his donation.
So that's actually quite true. If Disruptor wins this, he's only going to be forking out $800. All the more reason for Disruptor's team to do well. The Stockman have taken the lead. There's 7 frags in the lead right now, 8 frags in the lead right now. They're playing a very balanced game. Not very aggressive. They're quite content on playing a patient game. I'm really happy to see that they're sticking together as a team. Some solid work here. You can see they're always in 3v1 situations, managing to do some really good damage together as a team, and just overall outplay Henchman right now. We've got another quad up. Phoenix has just managed to pick up both frags in quick succession. Unfortunately, being forced to pick up that quad there with such low HP, going down almost immediately. But he's going to return the favor with a solid rail there on the jump pad, and walks away looking fairly comfortable with the railgun, which is always a great weapon to have on this map since it is so wide and you're able to pick up those frags so quickly and use the railgun and the angles to your advantage. So Stockman is just extending their lead, looking really comfortable right now. Henchman currently sitting on 18 frags, and if I look at the scores, Phoenix is their top scorer this evening. Phoenix is the top scorer on this map, currently picking up 7 frags, positive 1 net, with 1k damage output right now. Who else we have? Phantom for Stockmanner, T-Bone, Porridge, and Spartacus. Void, Curious, and Disruptor taking up the rear on the scoreboard there. So Taro, your feels for the map? I mean, Henchman just managing to bring it down to 2 frag difference so far. We are only 4 minutes
One
into this
frag.
match. Oh, 1 frag right now, jeez.
Someone needs to get that rail away from Dean.
Yeah, he's putting it to fantastic use.
It's the curse of the Nick bias, I think.
Teams are tied.
So Dean just hanging around in the ready area. He's going to look to pick that up or at least give it to one of his teammates. He seems to be the key player for Henchman right now or on this map. And in the last TDMs we saw, or in the previous round of TDMs that we saw, Phoenix put out a really great performance. So I hope he's going to bring that side of his game for this match. And we've just seen Phantom pick up the quad. He's got no armor to work with, but he is going to be able to take this Mega Hop or steal this Mega Hop away. Just taking down Venus there. Obviously, any weapon and quad damage is a phenomenal amount of damage to deal with. And with aim like Phantom, having a weapon like MG is just about as good as hitting algae damage on any player. So Phantom is going to go down there to some brilliant nade spam there by Curious. That's rather unfortunate. Such a lull for him. The 7 frags difference. The henchmen are really under a lot of pressure right now. They just seem to be losing these frags, and I think it's purely because Stockmanner are actually picking them up at spawn, and there's not much to work with on this map in terms of items.
Dude, you got the teams mixed up.
Yeah. So,
There's not much for them to work with in terms of items. Yeah, I'm just not particularly sure what Stockmanner are going to do right now to turn this around. Curious, just really using that algae to such fantastic use, and switched out at the last possible second, not dropping that algae for his enemy there. So denying them the weapon, going down, but Henchman still managing to retain this lead. Void's just going to be forced out of that mega area and going to walk straight into another 2 players, one of which is currently distracted.
Machine guns were more angles.
Yeah, that's true. Really unlucky there by Porridge. Probably hoping to pick up that kill on jump pad, but Void just coming out in a rather awkward angle and Porridge missing that initial rail. And shotgun versus 59 HP, doesn't matter what you have, even if you have quad. That shotgun lands, you're dead.
People severely underrate the shotgun. Ooh, timeout.
So you see Henchman grow this to 20 frags.
Oh, T-Bone's lagging.
Ah,
Wow, quite severely.
damn, that's really got to suck. I mean, it's match point for Henchman right now. T-Bone lagging, Static's lagging as well. Was lagging earlier. I'm not too sure if he's still lagging, but let's actually just have a quick chat with him.
here we go.
Ah, there we go. We see some the return of the latency. Fantastic.
Maybe his girlfriend was watching Netflix again.
So I'm still on Void at the moment. Just landed a fantastic rail. Let's just check out his accuracies at the moment. Void 47%, rail 31% LG, 50% rocket, 29% shotgun. So some good overall accuracies there. Special note to his rail. Void obviously being known for his marvelous rail. Just not landing that last one, unfortunately, and I think it's because he heard us say that. He's going to go down there to return rail. Return rail by Porridge. I'm really surprised Porridge was able to get out of this area alive. Rocket jumping up there, really unnecessary, such a risky move. And
And he still manages it.
and he still manages to make it out. But going down ultimately to some shotgun there by DNX. Still a 20 frag lead by Henchman. The weird thing is, and if I look at the scoreboard right now, we're going to see Henchman with 1 second of quad time. Stockmanner have all 3 quads, 56 seconds in total, but are currently trailing.
Oh, that was very nice.
The Spartacus stealing the quad right out from under the Henchman's nose. Managed to pick up 2 frags, just unfortunately missing that last rail, picking up Disruptor. Gonna pick up this 50, just try and stack up a little bit more, see at the end. Again landing another rail in Disruptor. Spartacus doing phenomenal work here, unfortunately being double teamed there by Phoenix and by Curious. Phoenix managing to survive that small encounter, kill his teammate at the same time, but they have the frags to spare. So
To
it's
be
not
fair,
the
you
end
do
of the
take
world.
every chance you do get to kill Void.
Of course, of course.
It's gonna sound like I'm picking him a lot, but I don't. We have
Void.
a special relationship.
The henchmen looking really solid right now. They're comfortable. They seem to be doing well together as a team. I'm just going to swap around, see what the henchmen guys are up to. Let's look who's relatively stacked. So D-Raptor is obviously stacked as always. He seems to spawn with armor and with weapons. It's just a flaw in his game, but a really great advantage for D-Raptor. He's always got stack, and he's always got weapons, and he's such a valuable player for any team to have, just bringing that wealth of experience with him in terms of TDM and Quake time. So yeah, it's showing here this evening. You know, just the Void looking solid with being their top scorer right now. 22 kills, 13 net. Disruptor 21 kills, 5 net. Curious 19, 4 net. DNX 16 with a balanced 0 net. So some great individual performances here from Henchman. Phantom for Stockmanner is going to be their top scorer, 19 frags, -1 net. Courage 16 frags, +1. Spartacus 13, -9, and T-Bone, who seems to be struggling, and I'm not too sure if it's because of that bout of lag he had earlier, but 8 frags, -18 net, and only 2.5k damage right now. He happens to be the lowest scoring who happens to have the lowest damage output, unfortunately, for Stockmanner, or of any player on the server right now. So, that being said, I genuinely think that Stockmanner have just not been able to pick up the frags as they wanted to. Just in terms of pure weapon usage, I've just seen the henchmen been stacked and they have total weapon control. Not really leaving much for Stockmanner to play with or actually make effective use of. So there's never been the opportunity for the henchmen to make a solid comeback or try and change the direction of this map in any case. I'm not quite sure what the Stockmanner could do to turn this around. They're currently 36 or 35 frags behind, which is quite a difficult gap to bring back, especially on Dreadful Place. With 7, yeah, you could say 8 minutes left in this game, would really have to put it through a phenomenal passage of play in order to turn this around successfully and walk away with the win here.
Yeah, they would have to get every single of the megas remaining and have at least the full 30 seconds playtime with it to even get close.
Yeah, completely agree there. We're going to see next caught up in about 5 or so seconds. Henchman just I'm curious POV, and he's doing some phenomenal defensive LG, managing to push the 2 stock mana players that actually did turn up the quad out of the area, and he's picked up the remaining 2 in quick succession, managing to pick up a 5th kill. This is really great work here.
Yeah, 50 frags ahead. Ouch.
The henchmen really showing that they are the dominant team here tonight on Dreadful Place. What do you think has been the greatest factor to them pulling out this frag lead, Cara?
Well, to be quite honest, I think with the frag league, when it hit about 20 or so, I think Stock Mana started getting a bit too aggressive on the single players, started getting too aggressive by themselves, and they started rushing areas and not being keen and being sloppy, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that is rather unfortunate. Giving away frags in the TDM is never a great idea, especially since it's that one frag that can change the tide of the match for you. Aiden, now that you're back, bud, what do you think? What do you think was the the reason that henchmen are in the position they're in right now? What did they do differently?
Well, before I answer that, I want to know, is there a mercy limit set?
No, I haven't set any mercy limit for this match.
What would be the fun in that?
I was just, curious.
There's no mercy on that TV.
I really think it comes down to teamwork, though. I completely forgot the team's name.
Stock Mana and henchmen.
Yes, thank you. Henchmen have really just displayed the best teamwork you could hope for a team that's played so little together with each other. You just see weapon drops, you see them backing each other up. They're there when they get in a difficult spot. It turns out most of the time you don't need to be there because Curious just takes out everybody with us. He's on an insane run.
Like he doesn't need HP at all. He just needs quad and any weapon right now to absolutely destroy Stock Mana. A phenomenal passage of play there by Curious, guys. If you ever want to see great use of quad on Dreadful Place, be sure to check out Dreadful Place on the Grand Final, NAV TDM Invitational. This last quad round by Curious was absolutely brilliant. Such a fun passage of play to watch there.
I think at least once before you finish this, one of us has to be really English about the way we stay Stock Mana.
We can let Aiden do that. He did that earlier.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be doing it again. It's embarrassing enough as it is.
Stock Mana.
Stock Mana.
Yes, laugh at the white boy. It's okay.
Anyway, we've got three and a half minutes left in this match. I'm really happy to see that henchmen have managed to pull this one through. This is, of course, match point for them. They've shown phenomenal teamwork throughout the maps we've seen here tonight, and a GG well played to them. Big
Are we going to
congratulations.
be putting the captains in?
Say again?
Are we going to be putting the captains in?
No, I actually would like to save that for a show later on this week. I obviously just would like to chat to the players before we do, but I would like to have a chat with all of the players that are actually registered for the TDM Invitational. So I'm hoping to get a bit of an interview with all of them, just get their feels or their general feels about the tourney, and then what we could do to improve things going forward for the next one we're going to be hosting in the near future.
Don't let Senshi come.
But so GG, well played to henchmen, guys. Phenomenal work here from the mixed team. It's really awesome to see that these guys have banded together so quickly and put up such a great performance here. Given to the fact that Aiden did mention it slightly earlier, but they haven't had that much time to play together as a team. So astounding performance from both teams here. But ultimately, well played to henchmen. Look to take the TDM Invitational Finals here this evening.
I'm still upset though. We still haven't seen Purgatory.
the plus side, at least Erupt is getting that 200 Rand discount.
That is always a plus side.
200 rocks, yeah.
I wonder if Stockman are going to break the 100 mark. I think so. 3 frags away. Not impossible. We've got a minute and a half left on the board. I'm currently watching T-Bone. He's just going to get nabbed by some sneaky shotgun there by Void. Rather unlucky, but great positioning by Void there. Just trapping T-Bone on the exit of that little corridor. Void again showing us solid, phenomenal shotgun work there, as he did in the Hidden Fortress earlier this evening. Phoenix picking up the last quad for this evening. He has to back out of that area immediately, not really looking very healthy right now, but managing to put down some solid shotgun damage onto Porridge before getting taken out. Porridge walking away from that situation with 17 HP, walking straight into Void. Managing to walk away from that surprisingly, but I think that's purely because Void didn't have anything to work with. And gonna go down to a crater. So 30 seconds left. Not much, not much more to say actually. GG well played to both teams. Thank you again to the players for taking their time out of their days to show this phenomenal display of TDM skill. And again, thank you to Horror for putting this all together in such limited time and working with all of you special individuals, making her experience a positive one. Thank you guys.
And don't forget to tell Tyler that he's lost out on cash now.
I'll go and speak to him after this. But GG well played, guys. Henchmen have taken the TDM Grand Finals. It's been a phenomenal series. Thank you so much to everyone that's joined us, and thank you again to Chris, who's just saved himself 200 Rand. But again, guys, thank you to Nav TV to Nathaniel for providing the stream, my co-casters from the first series, Senshi, and to Aiden and Tara for joining me this evening for the series of games.
And don't forget our silent partner, Senshi. I mean, he's just silent there.
He's just silent. Where is he? Oh yeah, he's not. Anyway,
I promise he's
But GG well played to Henchmen, guys. Solid stuff there all around. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be closing off the stream. Tara, Tolga, anything that you guys want to say before we end things?
Just thank you, Nick. Thank you for being such a good caster. Always making me feel welcome here. As you know, I have my insecurities about that, so I'm very grateful.
Cool, buddy. Well, I'm glad you could actually join us and you're not dolphining out tonight. It's been fun having you back.
Yeah.
Tara, thank you for standing in as Senshi's replacement.
I don't think I was dick enough.
No, with his absence, I believe you pulled the
Peter,
lack
you're
of
gonna
testicle.
have to show me how to be a dick.
you filled the lack of testicle we had on the stream as regularly. But thank you so much for that, guys. And again, big thank you to everyone from Nav TV, Disruptor, for putting up this 1,000 Rand cash prize. And to all the players that have registered and taken part in the Nav TV TDM Invitationals. It's been awesome fun having you guys. And yeah, just thank you to everyone that got involved in this. We're hoping to make this a regular series, guys. So on that note, I'll be saying good evening and cheers until we see you guys again.
Nick, I just want to chat to you quick.